What's going on, Jerome's? Your new Minnesota Vikings wide receiver, Jordan Addison, flew into the Twin Cities, a TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill, and did up his introductory press conference with the local media jackals. First off, Addison is hilarious, man. Like, he's fantastic. Like, he is literally the definition of swag. He brings a lot of attitude, and he can back it up on the field. He certainly does. Plus, I think the local media jackals are going to absolutely love him because he says what's on his mind. He is a quote machine. He's very loquacious. He's very media savvy, very camera friendly as well. You know, a year in LA will do that. And I think that he's just funny. He's just really funny, man. He can really turn a phrase, and I love it. And he was up there with ownership and Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi doing the grip and grin with the new number 3. Ooh, Cameron Dantzler would never, but that looks tight. That looks tight, man. So we also had a mini controversy. So if you look at his shoes, so this is the new trend, apparently. Like, I don't know what the kids are doing nowadays, but so these are apparently Chanel's, and I know Chanel super high end, and you know these shoes probably cost more than my house payment, but they look like the dad New Balance shoes. It's like, what are those, right? And I'm trying. So I'm getting to a certain age where I understand that those shoes are very comfortable, and it's more about comfort than fashion at this stage of life. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, how do you undo a draft pick? Can we still take Will Levis? Can we still take Nolan Smith at 23? I don't know, man. But his introductory press conference was pretty good, and want to run through some of the quotes. First up, Will Raggett, Sports Illustrated. Jordan Addison, when I'm running routes, I look at it like I'm an artiste, and I'm out here painting pictures, which, I don't know. It's a fantastic quote. It's a little much, but I do love the confidence and swagger. Addison is Van Gogh. What? That's right. Jefferson is, I don't know, Picasso, obviously. And Jalen Reagor is Jackson Pollock. Just all over the place, man. Will Raggett's again. Kevin O'Connell on Jordan Addison. Try again. KOC says Jordan Addison is already asking for the playbook and how he'll be used in the offense. Says he has a desire to be great. And I love it, man, where he learned 3 different offenses in 3 years. So in 2021, new OC with Pitt, and then 2022, Lincoln Riley with the USC Trojans, and now he's going to learn an NFL offense with Kevin O'Connell. So the fact that he's ready to dive on in before rookie minicamp, and I'm sure that he's going to be in the facility doing work, really says a lot. And he's a guy to watch for through OTAs, through minicamp, through training camp, and I think that he could rise up because, of course, you know, even as a rookie, even a first rounder, I'm sure he'll start at the bottom of the depth chart, but hopefully by the start of the season he'll work his way into a wide receiver 2-3 role with KJ and whatnot. And then Alec Lewis, the Athletic. Jordan Addison lit up when asked about whom he'd heard from. I mentioned how Kirk Cousins sent an awesome note and how excited he was to work with Kirk. Because, I mean, Kirk Cousins, first off, Kirk Cousins, I'm sure would love these shoes. Nailed it. But no, Kirk would go with the New Balances. You know, let's be honest here. But also, Kirk's note, like, I want to know how he sent it. Like, did he send a text? Did he send a DM? Did he send an email? Like, Kirk seems like the certified letter type guy, or a Hallmark card that his wife picked out. And you know, they probably have a full cabinet of cards, man. But glad he's reaching out. Plus, I mean, Addison, even though Kirk is a dork and Kirk is the dad of the NFL, like, Jefferson didn't get all those yards. Jefferson isn't breaking all those records. Jefferson isn't doing this, that, and the other thing by throwing it to himself. Like, so Kirk is throwing him the ball. Addison knows what's up. He's had 2 good quarterbacks in college. Kenny Pickett 2 years ago, Caleb Williams last year, and now he rolls in with Kirk, and he's going to be looking to put up some numbers this season. And then childhood dream come true. So our girl Lindsey Young asked him about when he had this NFL dream, and he said 5. So he went on this pretty funny story about his mom saying that he wanted to play football when he was 3, and she said next year, and then next year came, and he's like, Mom, you said next year, and then Mom's like, just wait till you're 5. And if you're a parent, you know exactly what it is, where kids will forget everything like that, but if you say something like, hey, you can have a toy next Tuesday, like they'll remember. Or you can have a toy in 3 years, 6 months, 2 days, and blah, blah, blah. And they will come up 3 years, 6 months, 2 days, but hey, you said I could have a toy. That's exactly what's going on with Addison in football, man. And you could say, yes, he's undersized, whatever, but he's got heart. Like, watch his Pitt tape, watch his USC tape. He's got a heart of a lion. Well, not a Detroit Lion, because then he'd be a running back or off-ball linebacker. But he's got that dog in him, man. And plus, you see how enthused he gets on the field. You see how his teammates react to him, too, that love and adore him. So, I mean, the Vikings got themselves a player here, man. Seifert, who is not Carl Gerbschmidt. At the end of the pre-draft visit at the team facility, Kevin O'Connell told Jordan Addison that the Vikings would draft him at number 23 if he was still there. Asked Addison how many other teams told him that. All of them. But this is the one. This is where I'm supposed to be. Hey, I wonder if the Carolina said, hey, if you're there at 1, we're going to take you. Probably not. Who knows, man? I mean, these sort of false promises, hey, if you're there, we're going to take you, happens all the time. And plus, I love when players turn it into motivation. It's like, hey, the Cowboys said they were going to take me, but then they went a different direction. Just like Randy Moss back in the day. I love it, man. And then Borman. So this is not from the presser, but this one's interesting. So Kwesi had an interview with PA 9 to noon. Borman. Kwesi said that Jordan Addison will be used all over the field. He gives you the ability to use the pen in different ways, and I think we have one of the best people with a pen in their hand, and that's head coach Kevin O'Connell. So, again, another artist reference. But Addison mainly played in the slot at Pitt when he won the Blitnikoff Award, went over 1,500 yards and 17 touchdowns, and then played inside-outside last year in Lincoln Riley's scheme with Caleb Williams at USC. So he does have that flexibility. I think he's going to be best utilized in the slot, but that doesn't mean that he's going to be there strictly. So, like I said, Addison, Vikings got themselves a player, man. I absolutely love and adore it, and I think it's a great value that they landed him at 23. But your thoughts are thoughts. Reaction to Jordan Addison's introductory press conference here in the great state of Minnesota. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.